Here we have a 2002 Volkswagen Golf GT TDI in blue. If we start with the offside front tyre, tread-wise on the front, you're looking at a good 5, maybe 6 mil of tread there, so plenty of tread on the front tyre. Looking at the front alloy, if we just focus in there, you can see you've got quite a lot of paint peel there on the alloy. No signs of any curbing though to the alloy. And for its age, I do have to say it is in nice condition, to be honest. So all in good condition on the front, except from that paint peel. Looking down the offside of the vehicle, can't see any signs of any dents, any damage. We've got a very small dink, which I'll show in a second. But apart from that, it's looking very clean, to be honest. Looking around the wheel arch here, doesn't appear to be any signs of any rust at all. And as we move down towards the driver's door, we have got quite a few scratches, most of which would polish out. They are very light. Mirror caps, again, a couple of scratches to the mirror caps. As we look on the driver's door, there is a few scratches. Again, like I said, very light, most of them will come out. Quite a good car part chip there on the driver's door. Since that's going to require some paint. And again, some very minor marks on the driver's door again. A little bit of rust here to a chip had previous. But like I said, just a couple of scratches, mainly towards the rear of the vehicle. If we just focus in there, as you can see, as we move towards the rear of the car, there is quite a few light scratches. Again, can't get my nail into any of those, so should polish out without a problem. But taking a little look down the side, a very small dink, which I said earlier, more towards the rear there. You can just about see it. It's very light, but it is there. Taking the offside rear tyre, and looking on the rear there, not a lot of tread, not as much as the front. We've got at least 3 mil of tread there. Then looking at the offside rear alloy, again really nice condition, as you can see. No signs of any curbing, very clean alloy, especially for its age. And then making our way around to the rear of the car. And taking a look at the rear, you do have a quite a large dink in the boot there, which you can see quite easily. That's about fingertip size. And a couple of little paint blemishes there. So you can see it's quite raised on the surface, so it's like a paint bubble. There's 2 of those below the badge there. But no signs of any major damage at all. Bit of a scuff here on the offside rear quarter. A little bit of a nick in the paint there as well, and some scratches to the back of the boot lid here. Again, they are very light, quite a lot of them, but with a good polish it shouldn't be a problem at all. And you can see one of the owners has had this aftermarket exhaust put on there, so just be aware of that. But yeah, overall it's not looking too bad on the rear of the car. If we take a look in the boot, really nice condition in the boot, as you can see, very clean and tidy, which is nice. And you do get a spare tyre there and all your bits and bobs as well, so that's great. Making our way around to the near side of the vehicle. Looking at the near side rear tyre, and you've got around 3 mil of tread as well. And taking a look at the near side rear alloy, slight bit of curbing there to the outside, with some light scuffs to the alloy. But again, for its age, I do have to say it is in nice condition. So just a light scuff on that alloy. And then take a look down the near side of the vehicle. Again, no signs of any dents, any damage at all. Very small dink in the front passenger door, which I'll show you again in a second. But apart from that, again, it's just a few light bodywork scratches, to be honest. Some towards the rear here. No signs of any car park major dents at all in the door. Again, you've got a little bit of chip of the paint on the front passenger door there, sorry. And some very light scratches to the door as well. So nothing major at all, just a few scratches to the bodywork and to the mirror caps there. You see, you've got some scratches to the outside. So just with a good polish. And just be aware, as you can see here, nothing major at all. The seal has come off there, so that will need sorting out, but nothing major at all. And taking a quick look at the roof, sorry, doesn't appear to be any signs of any major damage at all. Slight bit of rust here, more towards the passenger side, as you can see. If you look at the near side front tyre, and you've got a good 4mm of tread there. Taking a look at the near side front alloy, and again it is in good condition, to be honest. Slight bit of a scuff there towards the bottom, but overall condition wise very nice. And then making my way around to the front, that just needs re-clipping back in. I think it's come a little bit loose. Some light scratches and marks to the front bumpers here. Taking a look at the bonnet, a couple of stone chips to be fair, could just require some touch-ins of paint, but there is a few dotted around here and there. Again, some paint blemishes here, slightly raised on the bonnet, and most of the damage here being a crack in one of the grills, more towards the offside of the vehicle, so just be aware of that. But there we go, that is the bodywork. If you take a look inside, you do get a nice cloth interior in the car with these sort of GT seats there. Very nice condition on the driver's seat. No signs of any damage at all, no rips or tears. Slightly bit of wear in here on the holster, but for its age it's very impressive. Take a look in the rear of the vehicle. As you can see, same with the rear seats, to be honest. No signs of any damage at all, no rips or tears. Cloth looks very well for its age. So the car has clearly been taken care of, and it's the same with the front passenger seat as well. So as you can see, very nice condition overall, to be honest. Wheel appears to be in nice condition. So if we step inside the car, I can show the mileage. To get 2 sets of keys with the vehicle, and if we just get the car started up, just tell me there the service light's coming up. No problem starting the vehicle at all, start straight away in fact. And they've got a little warning light on there as well, so just be aware of that. 112,000 miles, 190 on the clock, so it's done a fair few miles in its time. It seems to be running perfectly fine. Looking at this setup here, pretty standard, to be honest. You got your radio, tape, you wouldn't need any use for that. As you can hear, no problems with the sound at all, I've tried all of that. Also your air conditioning here, you can see the light saying it's on and off, and there's no problems with any of the blowers at all. I have checked all of those, so that is great. That's all functioning very well. Manual transmission. If you take a quick look at the documents, looking at the V5, the car's had 4 owners. Does come with an MOT certificate. June 20th 2014, so plenty left on the MOT. And service history wise, we have got receipts here. So there is no service book, but we have got receipts. I'm not sure when it was serviced. Doesn't indicate any mileage there. We have got a date up here, 2009, that one. But it does say there full service. We've got a second receipt, that's not a service. We've also got another service here. Again, full service. Again, no signs of any mileage there when it was indicated taken. But here's a full service receipt. And then we do have its last service receipt here, which was taken at 108,000 miles, 665. So very recently serviced, over the past 4,000 miles. But again, it has a full service. So we've got 3 services. So 3 service receipts, and the last one was at 108,665 miles on the 13th of the 2nd, 2013. There you go, that guys, that is the 2002 Volkswagen Golf GT TDI, and for car of its age, it's not in bad condition at all.